Hey, what's up, guys? I was looking through one of my apps and came across this article: Emergency Room Seeing Rise in Syndrome Related to Marijuana Use. Pittsburgh, CBS. With more people using medical marijuana and recreational marijuana, there's a condition that's popping up in emergency rooms across the country. It's called cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS, and the symptoms are not pretty. Painful cramping, vomiting occurring. It can happen every few weeks, every few months, last a few days, and be incredibly uncomfortable, said Dr. Michael Lynch of the Pittsburgh Poison Control Center at UPMC. The vomiting can be so severe that many go to the hospital needing fluids to rehydrate. Dr. Lynch said it's unknown what causes CHS, but researchers are looking at certain receptors that are affected by marijuana use. And it goes on to say, there's another commonality among patients, frequently asking or wanting to go take hot showers because they've learned that will at least temporarily help them feel better, Dr. Lynch said. But that relief is only temporary, and there's only one permanent treatment solution. So, let's see, where else? That's kind of crazy. They're saying they need to do more research on it, but like they haven't had plenty of time to do research on this already. Not saying it can't happen to people, but I've known hundreds of people who've smoked marijuana. I have in the past when I was younger. Never heard of such a symptom, unless it's something new with different strains of these plants. But I guess they'll figure it out, hopefully. But this could be someone in the background trying to avoid legalization, which is unfortunate. Let's see what the video says.
New at 6, it is a syndrome that often goes undiagnosed or misdiagnosed. And with the legalization of medical marijuana, doctors in Pennsylvania are seeing more cases. In fact, states that have legalized recreational marijuana are also seeing spikes. Heather Abraham has more on the condition that is sending people to the hospital.
With marijuana use becoming less taboo and more acceptable by a growing number of people, there's a condition that's also growing, with more being diagnosed across the country, and the symptoms aren't pretty.
Painful, cramping, vomiting occur, and it seems to happen, it can happen every few weeks, every few months, last for a few days, and be incredibly uncomfortable.
The symptoms can be so severe that many end up in the ER, needing fluids to rehydrate. Dr. Michael Lynch with the Pittsburgh Poison Control Center at UPMC says the cause of cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, or CHS, is still unknown, partially because of how complex and how many chemicals are found in the marijuana plant.
We need time and obviously study, and I think that's going to be really important.
It's also unknown if medical marijuana, broken down in forms of CBD and THC, could lead to the syndrome. What is known is that the patients have been using marijuana for a long time, possibly even years before symptoms develop. Because there's no lab test, it can be hard to diagnose, but physicians are finding something in common with the patients.
Are frequently asking to or wanting to go take hot showers because they've learned that will at least temporarily help them to feel better.
But Dr. Lynch stresses the relief from the hot bath or shower is only temporary. And right now, there's only one permanent solution.
The only way, if you're somebody who suffers this, that you can ease and stop the suffering is to discontinue use.
And even then, it can take a while for the symptoms to end.
Marijuana is stored in fat all throughout our body, and so that we know, even in testing, we can find it for weeks or more after somebody's last used it.
Dr. Lynch says it's important for people to be honest about their medical and social history in order to get a quicker diagnosis. But again, the only treatment right now is for people to stop using marijuana. Outside UPMC Presbyterian Hospital, Heather Abraham, KDKA TV News.
So, there you go. I don't see anything wrong with marijuana if people use it responsibly, but everyone has different opinions. Let's see if the majority of the mainstream Mockingbird media picks this up and runs with it. Till next time, peace out.